You might be wondering why there are two episodes of Patch Notes in your feed this week. Well, it's because there was so much news, we had to split it up. So this episode is a little bit more lighthearted. If you want the rest of the news, some more serious news, go check out the other episode. The link is in the description. Hello, and welcome to Patch Notes, your weekly show for the video game news you need to know about. My name is Cesar Torres.
Hi, my name is Chris, aka Rumblepack92.
And let's jump into your weekly Patch Notes. Hey, everybody!
Hello.
Today is November 21st, 2021. You know what that is? You know what today is?
Today it's, that Earth, Wind, and Fire song, 21st day of November.
That's
It's close
September.
enough. You got the
That's
ember
September.
in there.
Do you remember the first night of November?
Exactly. See, it works.
Today is World Hello Day.
Hi.
Hello.
So celebrate by saying hello, I guess.
Aloha.
Bonjour. Hola.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
You know what else is good? National Gingerbread Cookie Day.
Ooh.
Today
It's
is
not
National
December?
Gingerbread Cookie Day. No, it's not. It's today. It's National Gingerbread Cookie Day, like a week before December, 2 weeks before December.
Man, they really missed the mark.
They really don't know their audience.
They don't know their marketing.
It's just bad branding, bro.
This is a bad branding. Today is also a weird one. Today is, I don't want to mispronounce this, Alaska Tallow Day? Alaska Tallow Day is an annual celebration occurring on November 21st. It is a funny celebration based on the Alaskan mascot, the Alaska Tallow, a cross between a moose and a walrus.
No.
That's a Photoshop.
On this day, we can be happy and funny and soak in some Alaskan humor and culture. As a state, Alaska is quite laid back and easygoing. And it's no secret that they have a great sense of humor.
Yeah, all 5 people in Alaska were like, guys, I have a great
They're
idea.
popping off right now. I think that's the idea, is that it's a made-up animal.
No.
For the full mile and just list that as their state bird just for like kicks and giggles.
Warner Bros. Announced their version of a platform fighter, and it is called Multiverse. Multiverse brings characters from across the Warner Bros. Multiverse, such as Bugs Bunny, Steven Universe, Wonder Woman, and Arya Stark, to duke it out in this fighting game in either 1v1, 2v2, or 4-player free-for-all. The game will be free to play, features voice acting, have custom skins, will have dedicated servers, and support cross-play and cross-progression. And it will be coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and on PC via Steam. And it is set to release in 2022. In 2022, professional esports team Panda Global is hosting a Super Smash Bros. Circuit for Super Smash Bros. Melee and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the best part is that it is officially partnered with Nintendo of America, making this the first officially licensed Smash circuit in North America. Details, including dates, locations, and cash prizes, are still yet to be announced. Now, Chris,
Yes.
would you say that? I think you said you're like a fan of Smash Bros., right? Like a fan of Melee.
Never heard of it. No, I love Smash. I've got a melee tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love melee, dude.
What do you think of this news? What do you think of this news that Panda Global has an official Smash tournament now? An official Smash circuit with Nintendo.
I am so glad you asked me this. So, backstory. So, I mean, I've been playing Melee since it came out on the GameCube back in, 02, 01. And when I hit my college years, I got real deep into competitive Melee in particular. And I don't attend tournaments quite as much anymore, but I was real deep into that for a while. And I saw some people that are like, okay, yeah, this is cool. There's like this big Nintendo Melee circuit or whatever, and I was like, no, you've got to understand, as somebody that's been in that scene for years and years and years now, it's such a huge deal. It's like one of the biggest like news stories to ever come out of competitive Melee in forever, because Nintendo has been so against the competitive Melee scene since its inception.
Mhm.
Brawl as a product was essentially you had mechanics like it being floatier and adding tripping and all this stuff specifically to stop people from playing Smash Brothers
It
the way
was
that they
the
play Melee.
anti-competitive game,
Yeah,
essentially.
exactly. And for the longest time, I mean, Melee had a hard time like getting into like big name tournaments and stuff because it's I consider it like the ultimate grassroots like competitive esport.
Oh yeah.
Everything that competitive Melee has achieved because of its community, because Nintendo refused to be affiliated with it at all. So this is huge because Nintendo is finally coming out and saying, hey, we're going to go ahead and back this circuit. Now, whether the community is open to that at this point, because they've been burned a lot by Nintendo, is another interesting is going to be interesting to see. But I mean, I legitimately never thought I would see the day.
I think the
And
only
all
thing
these
in
other
recent
things.
history that like Nintendo hosted a Smash tournament aside from this was towards the launch of Ultimate,
Mhm.
like as a promotion.
No,
And they brought like
Nintendo has actually sponsored quite a few Ultimate tournaments and events and that sort of thing.
But this is the first circuit that they have that includes Melee, which is
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah, and Ultimate still is a part of this too. And
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense that they want to push their newest game. It's a game they're still making money off of, and so it's like they're obviously not going to be doing that with copies of Melee that are going around anymore.
And also, this is like the perfect time to do it too because Ultimate's finished.
With the best character,
With
ended on a high note.
yeah, it's done, dude. They sealed delivered Ultimate, and like I don't see that many patches coming to the game soon, so I could totally see why they'd be like, yeah, we're going all in on tournaments and circuits and stuff.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, and I'm curious to see how it goes. Panda Global too has sponsored a few Melee players in the past as well, and I think that partnership is also kind of probably how this kind of
It makes sense.
So yeah, I'm stoked to see where it goes.
A high-end luxury brand is collaborating with Xbox. Can you guys take a guess as to what it is? Chris, you probably already know what it is. I want to hear McKenna. What do you think this high-end? What do you think this brand is, McKenna?
This is where we find out I don't know any luxury brands. Tiffany?
That's close.
It's not a bad
Want to take another guess?
Dolce & Gabbana.
Also not a bad guess.
That's not a bad guess, but I'm surprised you chose those names.
Dolce & Gabbana was a clue in Jeopardy this week. That's the only reason why I know it off the top of my head.
I'm surprised you pulled out Dolce & Gabbana and not the name of this. You get one more guess.
Gucci?
There we go.
It is
Xbox
Gucci, yeah.
and Gucci. Xbox is collaborating and making a $10,000 Gucci Xbox.
Oh no.
This big, just massive, like Gucci, like carrying case for this thing too, and it's also been confirmed it's a skin that they slapped on an actual Series X.
Like the carrying case looks nice. It looks really cool.
That's why you're buying it. Honestly,
that's why you're buying
not
it
getting
for sure.
The Xbox.
Only 100 of these bundles will be created, costing $10,000 each. They're making $1 million off of this, dude.
And you know that one person is going to buy like 5 of them.
Mr. Chris Rumblepack.
Yeah, that's me.
Some would say that you are the #1 Halo fan in the world. Or just
I've never met them. I haven't heard that, but if they're saying that, that's
I
cool.
would say you're the #1 Halo fan. And earlier this week, during the 20th anniversary of the Xbox event, they shadow dropped, right?
Yeah,
Halo multiplayer beta.
Yeah, they did.
This week. And so we can't really give a full review of the multiplayer, but like it's like the beta, right? We're in the beta right now. We're in the beta phase. So you've had a week with Halo. Mr. Rumblepack, what are your thoughts?
Oh boy, do I have some thoughts. And it sounds like it's going to be negative. It's overwhelmingly positive. Just to touch on the shadow drop itself, I firmly believe that this is one of the biggest like surprise like shadow drop releases in all of gaming history. Yeah, I mean it was unprecedented. I remember the like leaks were coming out a couple days beforehand, and I was like, no way, there's no way they do this. And then Monday they're like, yeah, here's the game. But as far as just like reviewing how the game plays, I've said this over on shared screens a couple times. I've shouted about it on Twitter a bit, and I firmly believe that if the campaign like sticks the landing, this will be the best Halo game in the entire series.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's just coming off of my impressions from the multiplayer alone. I've spent a lot of time in the game already. I've had this whole week to play, like the beta final release. It's pretty damn close to what the multiplayer is going to look like on the 8th. Like it's beta kind of in other ways, not necessarily gameplay ways. And I participated in all of the flights as well, and I did the math on that one time, and I think that put me at around like 45 hours in the game before it even came out. So I'm sitting at a solid probably 80-ish hours or so of Halo Infinite multiplayer total. Now, granted, there's that's across a couple different iterations of the game, but I do think that this is, like, multiplayer wise, it is the best Halo multiplayer that's come out, and that's from somebody that grew up playing every single game in the series. I loved Halo 2, I loved Halo 3, and this really takes me back to those days because everything about it is so tight. They managed to finally sort of bob and weave around the whole sprint debacle that was raging in the Halo community for years. Like they threaded the needle. They found the perfect fit for the people that like sprint and the people that don't. Every single, I'd say just about every single weapon in the game feels like really balanced and fine-tuned and powerful. It's a testament to the sandbox design when you can pick up just about any weapon and feel like you can do some damage with it and not feel like you're at a huge disadvantage, unless the other person has a rocket launcher, but that's kind of the point of rockets. The map design is also some of the best, I think, in the entire series, which I was probably the most impressed by that so far, just because, I mean, it's still a 3-4-3 game, and Halos 4 and 5 had some not
I was
great
about to say, Bungie made the first 3 games. It's good to hear from a seasoned Halo fan your thoughts on it, because I'm coming at this from somebody that's never touched Halo. Not even like the case, nothing. And so I don't even have an Xbox now. I don't have a decent PC now. So how am I playing Halo, you might ask?
Oh boy.
I am playing it on xCloud on my phone. And let me tell you. Oh, and also the controller I'm using is a DualShock from the PS4.
I was about to say that was you're missing a vital piece of information.
But let me tell you, because this is a review of Halo Infinite multiplayer, but this I might as well throw in this xCloud bit. xCloud works great. It shocked me. It shocked me with how good it actually runs. The first night I played it, it ran smoothly, no bumps in the road, nothing. The second time I played it, it was a little rough, but there was a lot of people in the house, so like internet was being used up.
Sure.
Whatever. But I'm shocked with how good xCloud is. The detail in this, I might as well be looking at this on my PC.
It's wild.
Like, it's so impressive. But everything you're touching on was really true. Like, the gameplay is really fast, but not too fast. It's very comfortably fast. It's very easy for somebody new to pick things up and to like understand what's going on. Like, I understand the first gun you load in with, like, it's kind of like an assault rifle, but it's just like it's really easy to control.
Yeah, and I think it's a great point for people that haven't played Halo to jump into it, just because they've made it as accessible as possible. So, something that I think this game really recreates better than a few of the more recent titles is just like those kind of memories within the game, like these moments that happen that can it's kind of like the only in Battlefield thing, but it's these moments that can only happen in Halo. I don't think there's any gaming experience like equivalent to jumping into Halo with a huge party of friends and just having a good time. I mean, you're playing capture the flag, you grab the flag, you run out of the base, your buddy rolls up with a warthog, you jump in the side, and you're all screaming at each other because there's a banshee coming in and that sort of thing. I mean, there's nothing like it.
I mean, you recently were being shoutcasted by Snowbike Mike, and he called you the MVP.
MVP.
Like, that must have felt special.
That's a surreal experience too. As one, a huge fan of Kind of Funny's content, and then also like Snowbike Mike specifically. I put them both down as huge inspirations for why I got into content creation. And being called MVP by Snowbike Mike was a really fun, a really special feeling, and appearing on a Kind of Funny stream is kind of surreal.
Would you say Halo is back? Like
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I don't think there's any sort of doubt, and I think 343 has kind of sit down and they're making all the right choices so far. I mean, even in just the first week, people had issues with like the battle pass progression and that sort of thing. And 3-4 days after it launched, they're like, okay, here's a new way to progress through the battle pass. Like we've changed the way challenges work and do all these things, and it's just that's incredible to see. On the esports side of things, they've already got events going. Like this is coming out on the 21st. So yesterday, the first Halo event started. You know, it's just they're killing it, man. And I hope that they keep it moving, because I think this is a really, really special game and deserves to be like as in the forefront as possible.
Thank you for checking out this week's episode of Patch Notes.
You can follow me over at twitter.com/Rumblepack92, streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/Rumblepack92. I'm also a co-host over on the Shared Screens podcast on youtube.com, and you can follow us on twitter.com as well /Shared Screens.
Be sure to follow us on social medias. Follow the show at Patch Notes Vids on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/PatchNotesTV. Be sure to go follow us on podcast services, especially like, Spotify and Anchor. Leave us a thumbs up, give us a follow, give us a like, leave a review. Thank you for checking out this week's show, and be sure to check in next time when we give you your weekly patch notes. I did the hand thing. You couldn't see it, but I did it. I did the